Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, we saw some corrections in the international market, specifically US and even the Asian market as well. After consistent run up, this is the first time we saw some corrections, mainly driven by more of a profit booking and some strengthening of the dollar indices. Dollar index has moved up from in last 3-4 days, and now we are getting some reflections on the equity as well as commodity market as well. Oil is more of a flattish, marginal down by around 30 bips, whereas iron ore and steel are down by around 0.5 and 1%. Though international scenario seems more of a bit correction mode, but we may not find a similar trend in today's trade in India market. We saw a very strong buying from institutions yesterday, both domestic and international, and that too specifically in larger shares was in more of a financials, which are still has potential to move up. So the rally can continue even in today's trade as well. So overall seems more of a neutral to positive day for India in this scenario. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Today, the market is likely to open on a flattish note, and may likely to witness some sort of a profit bookings at the higher levels. Now, on the technical front, Nifty has given a very spectacular rally towards from 20,000 levels to 20,700 levels. Yesterday, it maintained a positive closing above the same level, which gives a good sign on the technical front. But 20,740 will act as a crucial resistance levels on the Nifty. We might today witness some sort of a profit booking. For a downside, it has supported around 20,630. Any move below that level will witness some sort of a downside rally towards 20,560 to 20,440 levels. Whereas on high side, as of now, the immediate resistance, as I said, 20,740 will be the first resistance level. If it's cleared at level, then this momentum rally is likely to be continued towards 20,840 to 20,900 levels on the higher sides. The view is a bit positive on the Nifty, but profit booking cannot be denied after such kind of a rally. Coming towards the Bank Nifty, 46,330 is the immediate support level. Any move below that level, we are likely to witness a profit booking towards 45,940 to 45,600 levels on the downside. Whereas the resistance is placed at 47,050, 47,450 levels on the higher sides. Coming towards the Fin Nifty, 21,000, 21,140 are the crucial support resistance level for the Fin Nifty, whereas the support is placed at 20,600 and 20,350 levels. Stock specific, as of now, we are not initiating a buy call. We'll witness how the markets behave after the opening. Then we will initiate a buy or the sell call according to the trend of the market. That's it from my end. I request Neerav to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. On the derivative front, looking at the overall positions, yesterday was a spectacular day where a lot of buying went in, and a lot of buying went in, especially in the large cap stocks where they have not been performing in the last 6 months or so, and we have seen some good buying going on there, which is a good sign. More or less, most of the large caps performed, but banking did very well. And as I have been saying in the last couple of weeks, the banking had a lot of shorts, and short covering action is going on in banks, especially in the derivatives market, and that is a good sign because post the short covering action, long creation starts to happen, and so it's a full cycle that the banks will now go through, which is a bullish cycle, and that is why banks will lead this rally. Bank Nifty, after being a laggard yesterday, saw leadership position where it crossed the all-time highs yesterday along with Nifty, but in the later half of the session. And I believe Bank Nifty can move up further as well. So same with Nifty, good base building around the 2700, 2600, 20,500 levels, where after the rally yesterday we saw a lot of writing amongst puts, which is a good sign because now that leaves us only one way to go, which is up, up to the 21,000 levels. 21,000 call has the highest open interest built up amongst calls. So at this point of time, we believe Nifty should rally further going forward, up to the 21,000 odd levels. The PCR is also at comfortable levels still, even after such a rally. Open interest also as well. This is just the start of the expiry. The only real thing here is the VIX. After this rally, VIX should have gone down, but it has actually gone up by 5%. And that has to be tracked day in, day out, because that is one area where some sort of it gives an indication that some sort of selling pressure will come in the near future. But at least from the next couple of days, we believe some buying should happen, so nothing to worry there. From the stock specific front, banks, as I said, look very good. Banking stocks, especially the larger caps like SBI, HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, ICICI Bank, which have not performed at all, they are likely to perform very well going forward, and make up for the last 6 months. So keep on radar. They are likely to move up by 5-10% going forward. Also, the PSU stocks performed very well yesterday. Almost all the PSU stocks were up. Amongst those, the oil marketing PSUs, the HPB, BP, IOC, all of these, along with ONGC, are likely to do well going forward. They have, broken their 2-year consolidation along with open interest, decrease in open interest in the last 6 months, and then, a good long built up being seen in the last few days. So that is a classic, pattern. So definitely these stocks are likely to move up going forward. Yeah, so that's it from my side. Like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. JSW Infrastructure will acquire majority shareholding in PNP Port. It's an operating port located 20 miles from Mumbai. Acquisition values PNP Port at an enterprise value of 700 crores with a current capacity of 5 million tons and with potential to expand to 19 million tons. So this will be positive for JSW Infra. M&M Financial November month update has come, which is marginally negative. Negative slightly mainly because of a dip in collection efficiency, which came at 94% in November versus 96% last year's November. Disbursement continues to grow at 16% year on year, and loan book growth is stronger at 26% year on year. Stage 2 and Stage 3 assets continue to remain range bound compared to Q2 numbers. HCC's Swiss unit Steiner AG will divest its entire stake in Steiner Construction for rupees 928 crores. This will be positive for HCC. And DCB Bank's promoter Aga Khan Fund has expressed its interest in investing up to $10 million by subscribing to additional equity shares of the bank, although the amount is small. But the dilution will happen at less than book value. So that is why there will be no major gain for the bank as such. So it's neutral for DCB Bank. Thank you.
Yeah, RBI will have their meeting on Friday, and the interest rates are likely to remain more of a flattish. Therein, RBI is likely to increase GDP forecast for FY24, which has come at 6.5. Earlier, the expectation was 6.5. Now it can move to 6.6 or 6.7. This is mainly because of very good GDP, which numbers which has come for Q2. On the other end, CPI inflation data is expected, and they are likely to come higher than the RBI expectations, mainly because of some increase in food prices in recent past, specifically onion and tomato. And this will be a short-term increase in near term, but over a period it will normalize. So so more of a neutral stand, and more of the stand will continue by the RBI, and RBI will keeping the liquidity tight in the domestic market. So nothing great expected from RBI. Apart from that, HCL Tech has the partner in the one of the JV has exercised put option, and the 49% of HCL holding in that will be transferred to the other JV partners, and this will have a impact on revenue of around $70 million, and similarly, the HCL Tech will get around $140-150 million of consideration for sale of this 49% holding. This will have a marginal negative impact, a marginal decline in revenue of around 0.8% quarter on quarter in the next quarter. So more of a neutral event for HCL Tech, as it was a more of a BPO company, and got a good considerations. I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. For today's trading session in USD we are expecting some sideways momentum within a range of 83.46 on the higher side and on the lower side 83.30 levels. So for intraday purpose, if prices comes around 83.35 levels to 83.34 levels, so one can initiate a long positions with a stop loss of 83.28 levels for the target of 83.42 and 83.46 levels. And on the higher side, 83.46, one can initiate a short positions with a stop loss of 83.57 levels for the target of 83.35 and 83.30 levels. In JPY INR, one can initiate a short positions in the range of 56.88 to 56.74 levels with a stop loss of 56.45 for the target of 56.92 and 57.06 levels. In Euro INR, one can initiate a long positions if prices breaks the level of 90.74 levels with a stop loss of 90.40 for the target of 90.90 98 and 91.10 levels. Thank you.